So many timekeepers do not capture the thinking time. I want you to start to advocate for that time just as zealously as you are advocating for the time you are billing for actual physical, tangible documents, memos, motions. The thinking time is 100% billable if it is time spent moving the matter forward. Remember the definition of billable time. It is not billable if you are spinning in confusion about a case. But if you are strategically thinking about how you can continue to move it forward, maybe we take a deposition here, maybe we retain this expert, maybe we consider drafting this motion. That's all the strategic thinking that is billable time. I want you to be asking yourself, am I spinning in worry and not thinking about strategically how I can solve for this deadline coming up, but I'm just freaking out about a deadline for something I haven't prepared for? Obviously, that is not billable time. Or am I actively thinking about strategizing, evaluating, assessing, trying to figure out a way where I can move the case forward so that I meet that deadline? And in the beginning, you may get confused. Am I in the problem mode? Am I in the solution mode? Can I bill for this? Can I not bill for this thinking time? Just keep asking yourself, am I moving the case forward? Am I thinking through solutions? Or am I just worried about the case? And then check in how you feel. You will notice the feeling will be more of a energetic, empowered, confident feeling. And that is your green light to bill. Or the opposite, it will feel like worry, fear, wanting to avoid your case because you think you're going to miss a deadline and you can't bill for that time. When you are in that thinking time, when you're in the solving the problem thinking time, it is your highest value service. I always like to say the document is the after artifact, but the thinking piece is the value part that creates the after artifact of the memo, the deposition outline, the motion. You want to make sure you capture that time for the thinking piece. A couple of narrative examples. Strategic analysis, right? You sat at your desk and maybe thought through a summary judgment, maybe through some different options, maybe mentally preparing for oral arguments or hearing, running through potential questions in your head before a plaintiff deposition, before a client meeting, mental preparation, preparing questions you're going to ask them, thinking about where you're at in the case, right? What are the risks? What's your assessment? What are some recommendations? That for sure is billable. So analyze and evaluate strategic options for upcoming summary judgment motion to identify dispositive legal issues and preparation for alternative scenarios. That is the strategic thinking time that you can bill for. And then I mentioned before the mental preparation, prepare and strategize for judicial questioning during oral argument to build credibility with the court and preparation for alternative scenarios. That's if you're preparing for a hearing or oral argument. It could also be in preparation for a client meeting or a meeting with an expert or a meeting with a witness. That's that mental preparation that you have to do in order to actually do the physical, tangible thing, talk to the witness, do the oral argument, whatever that is. And then the out of office thinking, like we had mentioned before, check in. Where are you? Are you worried or are you strategically moving the case forward? Evaluate and assess settlement proposal terms to identify potential risks associated with case and implications for future proceedings. And so this would be a situation. Maybe you got a settlement proposal by the other side, by plaintiff's counsel, and on your way home, you're thinking through it, you reviewed it, but now you're thinking whether or not there are any risks associated with it. Maybe you're thinking about past settlement terms in another settlement negotiation you did, right? All of that is absolutely billable because, again, you're not in the, oh, I'm worried that this is going to fall through, but I am actively thinking about the risks associated with the case, maybe implications for future proceedings with this case. So just check in. Where are you?
If your firm is losing revenue to vague billing narratives and silent write-downs, you're not alone, and it's fixable. Molly's firm-wide billing intensives teach your timekeepers how to articulate the strategic value of their work so clients understand exactly what they're paying for. Visit thebillingcoach.com to learn more and secure a billing intensive for your team in 2026.